We've all been there, right? Closing your eyes, picturing what life would be like if you were seriously wealthy. But what if I told you that very daydream, that wish, is actually what's holding you back? Today, we're going to dig into the huge difference between just wishing for wealth and actually building a real plan to get it. This quote right here just nails it. A wish is, well, it's just a thought, it's passive. But a plan is an active project. And that one little difference, that's the line between a financial fantasy and your actual financial future. So let's start where most financial dreams go to die, right at the very beginning, with that simple, kind of vague wish for a whole lot of money. It's such a common thought, isn't it? I just want to be rich. But see, here's the problem. That vague desire is a total trap. It gives you this nice, warm feeling of having a goal, but it doesn't ask for any of the hard work or commitment to make it happen. And that is exactly why so many of us get stuck right there and never move forward. So why is wishing so useless? Well, it actually has everything to do with how our brains are wired. Let's really look at the difference between a goal your brain just sees as a fantasy and one it takes seriously as a set of instructions. This brings us to a really powerful idea from Napoleon Hill's classic book, Think and Grow Rich. His whole point was that a vague desire, one without a specific number, without a date, without any kind of real plan, to our brain, that's just a daydream. It's not an order to execute. It's just a nice little fantasy to file away for later. And this slide just shows the difference so clearly. On the left, you have, I want to be rich someday. That's pure fantasy land. But now look at the right. That is a project. It has numbers, it has a timeline, it has a specific action you need to take. Your brain sees that and goes, okay, I get it. These are my instructions. Okay, so if just wishing is useless, what's the alternative? Well, this is where we can borrow a time-tested, step-by-step method for turning that fuzzy desire into something real. Napoleon Hill's method is this powerful 6-step process. First up, define the exact amount of money you want. Know a lot, be specific. 2, set a precise deadline, a real date on the calendar. 3, decide what you're going to give in return. Is it your time, your effort, a consistent investment? 4, create that concrete plan. 5, and this is a big one, write it all down. The physical act of putting pen to paper makes it feel real. And finally, number 6, read that statement twice a day, and most importantly, start acting on your plan right away, and don't stop. So, that's the classic playbook, but how do we actually apply this powerful idea today, right now? Let's see how Hill's whole thing about persistent action translates into a modern investment strategy that pretty much anyone can use. The perfect modern tool for this is the Systematic Investment Plan, or SIP. Why? Because it automates the most important part, that persistent, consistent action. An SIP takes all the emotion and guesswork out of it and just turns your financial goal into a disciplined, automatic, recurring project. All right, let's go back to that concrete project we looked at. It starts with step 3 of Hill's method. What are you willing to contribute? In this example, it's a specific, consistent 10,000 rupees every single month. You combine that with step 2, the deadline. Here, it's a clear timeline of 25 years. And when you mix that consistent action with that long timeline, you land right on step 1, your definite goal, a target of around 3 crores. See how that just completely transforms a wish into a simple mathematical projection? It's not a dream anymore, it's just math. And this is so important. The magic of compounding wealth doesn't come from random bursts of inspiration, investing a big chunk of money whenever you feel like it. No, it needs structured consistency, month after month, year after year. This is where that old idea of persistence meets the unstoppable power of time. Okay, we've talked about the why and the how. So this last part, this is all about you. It's about taking this knowledge and turning it into your own personal action plan. Look, if you only take one single thing away from this explainer, please let it be this. Your very first move is to stop wishing and start planning. Turn that vague dream into a fixed plan with real numbers and, this is key, a start date. And the best part is, you don't have to guess these numbers. There are tons of free online SIP calculators out there. You just plug in your goal, your target amount, and your timeline, and it literally does the math for you. It'll work backward and tell you exactly what you need to invest each month. It makes the whole thing super simple. So, we're going to leave you with this challenge. Stop saying, I want to be rich someday. Instead, I want you to ask yourself two much more powerful questions. What is your exact number, and what is your final date? Answering those two questions, that's the first real step on your journey from wishing to actually achieving. Thanks for tuning in.